have you been, my dear listener? It is my prayer and my hope that you have been well. I have also been well by the grace of God. And it is always my pleasure for me to come here and bring you a video, because this is our platform where we interact, where I share what I have, I empower you, and you also give me your feedback. And I would like to appreciate those who have been giving me their feedback, especially those even who have been requesting me, Madam Jerry, can you prepare content on this? And I want to assure you that I am working on it. And this year, expect more content from this channel. Today's video is more of a reflection. Let me say it's more of like, I want to stir you up. I just want to challenge you. You know, I like challenging you, and I always do it with a lot of love. Those of you who have been in this channel for some time, you are aware that I am very passionate about empowering you and equipping you to be able to pursue your life purpose. And therefore, because we are still in the early stages of this new year, today I just felt, even before I do a more comprehensive series of videos on the various principles of pursuing of our life purpose and destiny, which is very close to my heart, in today's video, I want to ask you a question. And I'm doing it with a lot of love and a lot of concern. What is hindering you from fulfilling your life purpose and destiny? I want you to listen to this video with a very positive mindset. Like I always challenge and encourage those people who I normally offer life coaching and mentorship. I always tell them, when you wake up in the morning, go to your mirror and speak to the person in the mirror early in the morning. And I would like you to do that. Early in the morning after you listen to this video, go and speak to yourself who is in the mirror and ask that person, what is hindering you from fulfilling your life purpose and destiny? Because you are the only one who can answer that question. Because remember, fulfillment of life purpose and destiny is a very personal affair. You cannot do it for your child. You cannot do it for your spouse. You cannot even do it for your parent. It is personal. And therefore, unless you are able to confront yourself openly and be able to face head on the reasons that are hindering you from fulfilling your life destiny, then I am afraid you will continue to live a life that is not fulfilling, a life that is empty. Because from my experience, and as we continue, I'll be sharing on my several testimonies about my own personal experiences. The day I finally discovered my life purpose, I am no longer driven by money or anything else. I am fulfilled even when I don't have money. I am fulfilled in and out of season. Because let me tell you, my listener, the whole purpose of the life of a man or a woman is to fulfill a specific assignment. And that assignment is what constitutes your life purpose and destiny. And as I have said, today's video is a short reflective video and an introduction of a series of videos that I will be preparing, because as I always say, I am committed to equip you and empower you to arise from that place of confusion and comfort zone and fulfill your life purpose and destiny. I will in due course be sharing, like I said earlier, my personal life lessons, my failures, so that you can learn from them. You don't have to make your own errors. I am ready to share my experiences so that you can learn from them. As far as the fulfillment of life purpose and destiny is concerned. And I look forward to an exciting journey ahead as I equip you and as you support this channel. I want you to know, my listener, that God has created you and placed you and positioned you on this earth for a specific assignment, which is to fulfill your life purpose and destiny. You are not just alive to show off. You are not just here on earth to work or to do whatever you do. There is a deeper mission. For that reason, that is why God gives you life, even in this season that we are living in. There is a season of uncertainty in the midst of a pandemic. And I also want you to understand that for you to accurately, because you have to identify your life purpose in accuracy, for you to accurately identify this specific assignment, you must consult God, your creator, through prayer, through his word, and seeking his advice and counsel. Because remember, it is God who knows your life purpose and my life purpose. You are not here, as I've just said, to survive. But I believe that you are here to serve the kingdom of God and your generation. And therefore, my listener, when you fail to fulfill your life destiny and your purpose in life, remember, you also fail to serve your generation, and you fail to serve and do your part in the kingdom of God. I want you to know, my listener, that one of the clearest indications that you are not fulfilling your life purpose and destiny is when you are not positively impacting or serving anyone except yourself. When your life is all about me, I, and myself, there is a red flag that you're not fulfilling your life purpose and destiny. This is because, my listener, fulfillment of life purpose and destiny is all about selflessness. It's all about others. It's about sacrifice. It's about personal inconveniences. It is about service to others. Another indication that you're not following or fulfilling your life purpose and destiny is when you are idle. When you realize that most of the time, you don't have a daily agenda. You don't have a weekly agenda. You don't have a monthly plan. Most of the time, you're idling, just wasting your time. That is a clear indication, my listener, that you're not fulfilling your life destiny and purpose. And this is because I want you to know that fulfillment of destiny is very intense and demanding in terms of your time, in terms of prayers, in terms of resources. It is an expensive affair. In terms of thinking, I am always on the thinking mode, and I'm always challenging people. Think, because as you think, you expand your capacity, and even you receive more divine revelations and ideas. Some of the factors that hinder people from fulfilling their life purpose and destiny. As I said, this is just a video to provoke you into thinking and reflecting. So I will be doing more detailed videos as we continue. And on that note, remember to subscribe and to press on the notification bell so that anytime I upload new content, you will be notified. And these are some of the factors. And the first one is prayerlessness. Because if you're not praying, like I said earlier, because God is the one who will show you the direction to follow for you to fulfill your life purpose. If you're not praying, you will never know or identify your life purpose. The other factor is failure to have a solid walk with God. You cannot walk away from God and be able to discover your life purpose and destiny. Because remember, like God told Jeremiah, that I ordained you, I chose you before I formed you in your mother's womb. It is God who ordained you and ordained me, even before we were born. And therefore, if you want to know your life purpose, you must be ready to walk with God. Another factor that hinders people from fulfilling their life destiny and purpose is wrong choices. The Lord tells you, follow this path, but you choose to follow another path. And one of the best examples from the Bible is the story of Samson, a great man who was birthed through a prophecy, who had a great destiny cut out for him. But because of wrong choices, marrying the wrong woman, going against the advice of his parents and of God, he never fulfilled his life purpose in fullness the way God had intended. Another factor is rebellion. Some people, God will tell them, I want you to do A, B, C, D, but they rebel. Let me tell you, my listener, as long as you are rebellious, forget about fulfillment of your life purpose and destiny. Another factor is misplaced priorities. You realize we are living in a generation where everyone is chasing money, prestige, and position and social status. But you realize sometimes for you to fulfill your destiny, God may demand for you even to relocate, for you even to quit that job. And because most people, they have misplaced priorities, They will refuse to do that. And they will prioritize that which is against and contrary to the fulfillment of their life purpose. And that will hinder them. Another one that I consider to be very important is lack of personal leadership skills. If you can't lead yourself, my listener, I am afraid you cannot lead or influence another person. And like I said, fulfillment of life purpose and destiny is all about serving others. If you can't serve yourself, how will you serve humanity? And another one is fear. As I said, fulfillment of destiny is demanding. And therefore, if you are fearful, you will never fulfill your destiny. And therefore, I encourage you, rise up in boldness and faith. And as you walk with God, He will give you the boldness to fulfill your life purpose and destiny. And the other ones is ignorance. There are people who don't know why they are here on earth. They don't understand why they are even alive. Avoid ignorance. Another factor is laziness. As I said earlier, even from my own experiences, which I'll be sharing in the following videos, the follow-up videos, fulfillment of purpose involves a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of thinking and strategizing. And therefore, if you are lazy, that will hinder you from fulfilling your life purpose and destiny. And the last but not the least, because there are many others that I will be tackling as we continue, is selfishness. If life, as I said earlier, is all about you, then I am afraid you will not fulfill your life purpose, because your purpose is tied to serving humanity, to laying down your comfort, that you may be able to make others comfortable. It will be tied to you lacking sleep, that you may serve others and strategize on making the lives of others better. And therefore, you must stop to be lazy. In conclusion, I want you to begin, my listener, having deep and reflective and intense conversations, and be real with yourself, because you can't lie to yourself. Remember, it is your own personal duty and responsibility to arise out of your current seat of comfort zone and situation and identify and fulfill your life purpose and destiny and become relevant in your generation. Only then, my listener, shall you live a life that is rich with fulfillment, with joy, with satisfaction, and which is beyond money and wealth. As I speak to you today, I am a fulfilled woman by the grace of God. Why? I allowed God to walk me through the path of discovering and pursuing my life destiny and purpose. And by His grace, my life is no longer about me and myself. It is about the people God has ordained for me to serve. It is about the people that God has set out for me and assigned me to positively impact their lives. And I believe you're one of them by the grace of God. And I've realized the more I do that, the less I am hungry for money, for prestige, for other things. Because the fulfillment that I feel and I receive, especially when I receive feedback from my mentees, I live a fulfilled life. And I am committed to empower you to live an empowered life, a life of purpose, and a life of joy. I want to leave it there for now. Today was just a tip of the iceberg, just to tickle you and just to excite you because of the greater things that are coming. Because I want to assure you, this is a topic that is so close to my heart. It has worked for me, and I am determined to make it work for you. I want to leave it like that. And until next time, when I see you in the next video, remember, do not be hindered. Fulfill your life purpose and destiny. Shalom.